Hello guys, how you guys doing?
We're doing good. We're sitting and watching you, Trader Prad and Miss V for memes and movers. I actually just want to shut up and listen. Of course, we'll be back at 3 o'clock. But we're going to send you guys right over to Trader Prad. It's going to be very, very exciting. I absolutely can't wait for it. Yeah, let's go, Trader Prad. Yeah, big day coming up for us. Let's just close it off and take it over to Trader Prad.
Hey guys, welcome to Memes and Movers. I'm your host, Trader Prad. I'll be here for the next 30 minutes or an hour along with Miss V. Any questions in the chat, feel free to post them. I'll be here helping you guys with the chart analysis and covering anything that's moving. Miss V.
Hey guys, welcome to our live trading stream. Here we'll be discussing hottest stocks of the day, trade them, and of course guys, please be active on the
Mike's
chat.
on.
It's premiere and we're super excited, so we would really appreciate if you like that stream, be active on the chat. And Prad, why don't we start with your introduction? For how long do you trade? What do you trade?
Thank you, Valeriia. I've been trading here at probably for 2 years or so. Having a great time. I don't think I'll ever do anything ever again. Glad that I had such great mentors, Neil, Sean, Greg, Brendan, Valeriia as well now. Teaching me all the ways of how to trade and become the pro trader these guys are, and I can't wait. I can't wait to follow the footsteps of such great traders. Is Prad Nav pretty close? All right.
Yeah, perfect.
A couple stocks that I started off with today were Moderna. I had a pretty bad start with Moderna. I was looking for the 500 long. I didn't get it, so that was a pretty bad start for me. But overall, if you guys were watching Moderna, the news yesterday from Australia news, even news today of Canada and Moderna shaking hands with some vaccine news going on over there. Moderna just making crazy moves. 500 near 500, the all-time high. But today just gone downward movement, down 5%. Yesterday I believe was up near 17%. Now Moderna basing out near 455. I'm actually watching the 460 level because yesterday I believe near 1225-ish near lunchtime it broke out, and that is right here. So Moderna near this yesterday level 460 area, very good bottom, or not the bottom, but support that it formed around lunch. I would love to see what Moderna does around this area today and see if it holds that level, goes higher, goes lower. 460, 465, 455 areas are key levels that I'm watching. Valeriia.
Hey Prad, 1, 2, 3 is my microphone back, by the way.
Should be.
Did anyone told you that you look like NAV rapper? Because chat is everyone's saying about that. Have you heard about that?
I hear it all the time. It actually is flattering. I listen to him all the time. Nav is a great artist, Toronto artist actually from Rexdale. So yeah, I love his music.
All right, thank you. Well, why don't we show? I'm super proud of myself. Today I made a trade on AMC. Don't hate on me, guys. It was a short trade, just a little bit. So can you show my screen, please?
Let's do it.
Yes, guys, look at this. So I enter into short trade here, and I exit here.
So Valeriia, what made you exit your short all the way at the top there? That is an expert execution by a lot of traders. If you ask me, it's picking the top over there is really hard. And the fact that you did it, I would love to know how you picked the top there and what made you get short all the way up there.
Thank you, Prad. So actually, I was following your advice. Just a few days ago, you set up VWAP for me. And we would talk about VWAP later a little bit more, but I don't know how I would trade without VWAP before. So basically, here I saw that the stock moves far from VWAP, which would say me that soon it would go back to the downside, closer to VWAP. So you could explain a little bit more on that.
So generally, you're not wrong. You have the right idea. The stock, when traders have VWAP as an average price indicator. We would like the stock to be near the VWAP to kind of, estimate that it's a fair price value area. Some people might not agree with that, but as a day trader, what I like to see is how far extended has the stock gone from the VWAP, up or below, and how quickly has it done it. So she was actually trying to pick the top of a couple other stocks a couple days ago, and I suggested wait for the drastic movement to take place in a stock away from VWAP if you want to pick the tops. And she did it, guys. I'm so proud of her. That execution, we'll show it again one more time. Look at that beautiful execution all the way at the top. That looks near around 930, like right off the open area. And she just able to hold that all the way down. You know, that's actually way better execution than I can do. I'm in and out way too quick, and she's able to hold on all day. I think we can all take some notes from Miss V here, guys.
Well, I have great teachers around, so...
What other stocks have you guys been trading in the chat? Go Nav. Let us click the like button. Yes, Lone. I hope I'm saying that name right. Please smash the like button. Helps us out a lot.
Right, we should change. You're now Trader Nav.
I'm Trader Nav. I think Nav would not like that, Valeriia.
I like Prad more.
I like Prad also. I think my mom likes it too. She gave me that name. Let's just quickly go down the list of hot movers today. FULC.NQ. I'm pretty sure this stock halted on the move up. As you guys can see, had one halt. I don't see another halt down the road, but this stock is up now 82.59%, done about 27 million shares. Started off at $13. Now we're at a high of $16.54. You know, you could have played the even dollar breakouts, the pre-market high breakouts, a lot of setups available for you guys on here for you to take. Even, you know, bounce off of VWAP. You can see a couple areas where it just bounced off of VWAP. It's holding its levels pretty well. I'm not sure what the company does. I do have a couple news here saying that it jumps on positive data from blood disorder trial. So that's good news for FULC.NQ, making its way up top.
Hey, Prad. Our friend Marlon from the chat whole day is talking about the trade desk. Can we take a quick look at TTD stock?
For sure. TTD, let me just find the stock for us. I hope it's on New York. It's not NASDAQ. It is. So TTD.NASDAQ is currently trading at 5 million shares today, high of 89 and opened at 82.85. Up 9%, great move. Oh wow! I mean, I wish I was watching this. I had no clue what's going on with this stock. I might want to find use for it. So TTD.NQ is now currently just making a straight run up from the VWAP bounce of 87.5, going towards 89. The high was 89.62. Let's see if it goes towards 90. Test 90 area. Super chat.
Yeah,
how do I spell my name? So my full name's actually way harder. It's Pradamesh. People have struggled trying to say that name, so I've cut it down to just Prad simple. Prad like Brad, Bradley Pitt, Bradley Pitt. You know, just keep it simple, really easy. Keep in mind we can't hear you, Miss V. Please turn out your head. Okay. When you turn your head, they can't hear your mic, Valeriia.
All right, I'll try to speak.
We are getting a new mic. Thank you for that, Richard. We are getting a new mic for her very soon. Actually, should be here today. Moving down the list. There was another halter. If I remember, it should be ZEV. So ZEV is the halter. Lightning E Motors and Forest River Inc. research multi-year agreement for up to $850 million in zero-emission bus technology plus charging products and services. So this stock is currently up 9.42%, 69 million shares today. I think that's the most volume I've seen so far. Up 9%, 9.3%, bouncing off of VWAP. Valeriia, here's a great example for actually some stocks that would not, you know, come back as quick as your AMD did when you shorted it. For example, you can see on the chart 89.5 right here at the top. Could be a good area to get in, and you would have gone out at the VWAP area, but according to your execution on AMD, you know, you would have probably taken the shot here or here and eventually gotten out pretty close and pretty safe to your entry. But If you held it on for too long the way you held your AMD, you would have been in trouble. So here's an example for always having your stops ready, know where your out is, know where your targets are, know when you're wrong in a trade, and be ready to get out if your trade is telling you that you are wrong. Always be ready to do that. Valeriia.
Yeah, people ask what's that drilling noise. So I don't know, guys. Sorry for that. It's probably some construction going on. But do you remember Rob yesterday said a joke about the drilling noise? I'm not going to repeat it, but...
I don't remember this joke. Probably should not be talking
yes.
about it. Okay, moving on. AHPI. Let's pull up AHPI for Del Toro. AHPI. All right, so AHPI today, 21 million shares traded, opening at 12, high of 16, low of 10. The low of 10 is probably in pre-market. It is. So let's just look at the pre-market high. Would technically be around 1250. It broke pre-market high, just clean break past on the 1 minute. Let's see on the 3 minutes. That looks beautiful. We're actually at is this all-time highs? It is all-time highs. Maybe wrong on that. Yeah, so I'm wrong on that. The chart did not load. But we are on a beautiful daily trend all the way up. As you can see, it looks like for the past few days, we are now currently at $16. I would love to see what the support and resistances are for this real quick. On the daily. So all-time high right now looks like at 45, but we're not anywhere close to that range. So right now the supports could be, what are my numbers saying here? Resistances are near 15, which are already broke past. It's saying 16.10 is the high today. So these are the levels that it's probably going to just play through. I don't see it going any higher than 16 today, 16.10. Probably just going to base out here and look for a move tomorrow. But for today, AHPI is 33% up with 21 million shares of volume. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Valeria.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys. So AHPI, 21 million shares. Is that a Gucci shirt? It's not a Gucci shirt. I wish it was a Gucci shirt, Alex. I can't afford that.
Oh, soon you'll be
I like
able.
the new segment. You guys are doing God's work. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Meme stocks are what people want. Let's go. Let's give a quick review of what's going on our favorite meme stock website or Reddit forum. Is that what it's called? It's not a website. It's a Reddit forum. Okay, so mRNA being talked the most. 25% of Reddit comments on Wall Street bets are simply about mRNA, and you guys can, you guys know why. The stock was near $300 couple maybe last month when it was being added to the S&P 500, and now it's near 500. mRNA is just doing crazy moves, guys. Let's see what mRNA is doing right now. 462. So the estimate that I had in my mind was the 460 level being held up, and it's actually doing a pretty good job. Yeah, it went down to 455. You got to give it a little wiggle room with these stocks that move dollars within minutes or seconds in terms of your stops. So when I was talking about this mRNA chart over here and talking about the 460 level, if you see, there's a couple areas where you can see the stops. You can't just give it 460 as a stop. So giving it 460 as a stop, and if it breaks, you're most likely getting stopped out on this trade. But as you see, it goes almost near 455 and starts making this retracement back to the top. So that would have been a good area to find your bottom, because it's pretty far extended from VWAP. You can find a way to get back to VWAP to 470. Maybe it has enough steam and more news to go test 500 again, maybe tomorrow, maybe down the week, maybe next week, and see how it plays off that 500 level. I know it bounced off the 500 yesterday, bounced off of it today, so that looks like to be a pretty good resistance on mRNA. And the 460 level is a support that I would like to see how it keeps behaving off this till the end of the day. ZEV support level. ZEV's on New York. So ZDV right now, according to my pivots, are just it's not even giving me any accurate indication of where the resistance and the supports could be. So if you pull it up on the day scale, the high, all-time high is currently at 1736. On the daily, we see the stock is clearly breaking out of well, had a support and the bottom of $6. Opened up at like way higher than that today. Actually opened up near, what is this, $9, 988. Testing 12. So our resistance would be around these key levels over here. Probably 13 would be a even dollar level. I would love to see what it does around. 12 is a resistance that it bounced off and just got rejected, going lower from 12. 12 is another level that you have to watch for 12 before it does anything near 13. So for sure, ZEB, my charts are not loading. Here we go. ZEB $12 level is a level that I was 13 actually, the high of today, 13.18. So $13 level is something I'll keep on lookout for tomorrow and days of future, 10 and 13. Anyone following JMIA? I'm not, but I could pull that up for you. Valeriia, do you have anything?
Yes, first of all, guys, you're so sweet. Thank you for all the love and support on the chat. Prad, looks like guys like the show, and please stay with us. It's our first day. We appreciate your support a lot. We'll be getting only better. And trading family, really, really love you. So someone on the chat asked Prad how long it took you to become profitable. Again, I'm trading paper money, guys. Prad trades real money, but I know you started from paper account, right? So do you remember the day you first went live?
Good question. I do remember it was almost like yesterday, thanks to COVID, or actually not thanks to COVID. I actually had to take time off from trading. But not too long ago, before that was actually when I graduated. January 2020, I graduated as a day trader at this office. Moved on from paper trading to live trading, and it took me near maybe 6 months or so to learn how to read the level 2, the time of sales, form skills and the required skills basically to learn and to upgrade myself from where I was to now. Sometimes it can take longer than that. So the relative scale of how long it can be, how long it can take a person to be profitable depends on person to person. But for me, it took I think I would say 3 months to 6 months to become to graduate and then become profitable. JMIA reported in pre-market. Seems to be the news for JMIA is what I see right now. Thanks to Brendan. There was another question that I saw here. Prad, how do you scan for stocks? So I look for stocks with catalysts in it. So anything with bearing enough information that makes it move. So that would be, sorry, give me a second. That would be anything with earnings, anything that has a news catalyst, positive or negative news catalyst, has to have relative strength in the volume area. If it's not doing enough strength compared to, let's say, the past week or month, I don't even want to look at it, because there's other stocks out there doing great volume, giving me enough opportunities as a day trader to get in and out, scalp my way for dollars or pennies or whatever it is. Always looking for opportunities that have volume in it to begin with. So if there's no volume in the stock, that's probably gonna move away from it until it shows me volume in it. That's my first little filter that I use. So it's gotta have volume, gotta have relative volume, gotta have strength, gotta have catalyst, and then you just look for your levels from there on, and you go on, pick your levels and play off those. Another question that I did read off the chat was actually, how do I learn level 2? So level 2 is actually a hard concept to learn, because you can't just read it in a book. You have to kind of just do it every day and just learn by doing it every day. One good example that we've been doing in the office, is record yourself. Neil was talking about it today. This field is almost equivalent to a sport, right? You know, you're competing against the best of the best. When you play like little A or like, you know, minor league hockey, you're playing against people with minor league hockey level or whatever. But when you're going to the market, you're going live with real money, and you're facing people, the sharks, the whales, the hungry people, the people who have no knowledge, the people who have most knowledge, and all of them are in the same pool, and you're going against them, right? So for that, I would say record yourself, watch yourself, watch the recordings, so watch the level 2s, watch the time of sales while you're you know, on your time off, and see why you made a decision you did, and if that decision matches the time of sales. And as you keep doing this, get into a habit of watching your own videos, you'll eventually just form those skills yourself. You know, no book can teach you how to do level 2 more than watching the level 2 yourself. You just got to do it. Go on my screen. I want to check what Hood is doing. Hood is currently basing out at $55. Looks like it's not basing out actually. Hood making a run to VWAP. Made a run to VWAP and getting rejected by the VWAP here. Coming back down to $55 level. Made a bottom of 53.50, high of 58 with 10 million shares traded today. Hood down 3% from yesterday. MTTR, please. Yes, sir, Mr. Steve. MTTR currently only trading 620K shares, high of 16.18, open at 15.49. So as a day trader, I don't see much going on here. I do see the uptrend. I see the beautiful health, you know, holding of the VWAP area. It does not want to go under it, so it clearly has positive strength, positive momentum here for the stock. I want to see it on the daily. The daily also looks good. It is on an uptrend. It wants to just keep going higher for the most chance. So if you are on the long term on this stock, I'm guessing you're happy because it was at 13 not too long ago, and now it's at 16, so you're up $3 most likely. But as a day trader, I don't see a lot going on here. I couldn't even take, you know, maybe 100 shares because I'd be scared of, well, where I could get out. The liquidity looks too thin for me, at least. How old am I? I am 27, I believe. OCGN, yes, for sure. I do actually have OCGN here somewhere. Let me pull that up. Wow, look at that. OCGN up 13%. I remember trading the stock around $6, and now it's at $9.28. So 14 million volume today. Opened at 820, high of 928, up 14%, making a higher move here to new high a day. Let's see if it cracks 930.
Hey Prad, I have some news update.
News update to Valeriia.
Well, kind of. Amazon is offering vaccinated workers cars, vacation packages, and up to 500,000. Can we check Amazon? How's it doing?
Did you say Amazon's offering you $500,000?
If you're vaccinated.
Oh, okay. For all their employees?
For random people.
For random people?
No, only for employees.
Oh, you got me happy for a second there, Valeriia. Well, that's actually good news for Amazon's workers. Right now, Amazon actually is on a down day today. Not too big of a down day. You know, it's down 0.5%. If you look at the VWAP, the strength tells you right there it's below VWAP. It wants to maybe come back and test VWAP eventually later in the day today. But right now it's at the $3,315 level at the bottom and trading at $3,321. So Amazon looks like just what's it doing compared to yesterday? Well, clearly it's down 0.5%. Compared to yesterday, it looks like it's pretty much broken out of yesterday's range, coming down lower, maybe test the range of the bottom it created on August 3rd, which is actually near the 3,300 area. So Amazon could be testing that level maybe tomorrow, maybe today, probably not today, but we don't know that. DTTW Valeriia.
Prad.
Yeah, I'll check it. It was
Thank
really
you.
good. They tagged you. They want to see you, Valeriia. Okay, so DDD. Wow, look at that, 40%. How do you guys find these stocks, guys?
I'm telling you.
Clearly, my filters are wrong, and I need to have you guys as my full-time filters. These guys find stocks that are 40% while I'm trading stocks that are like maybe 5% a day. This is ridiculous. All right, 16 million shares a day today traded. I wish I had the relative scale one. I will have that for you tomorrow, the relative volume going on for these stocks. I will filter them and have that ready for you tomorrow. But for now, DDD, 16.7 million volume traded, 39.47 high, and it opened at 32. It tested VWAP maybe 2 times here, realistically, right here and right here. Came back and bounced off the 37 area, making new highs. Does not want to come back lower. I would love to see what it does near the $40 level. On the daily, it looks like, yeah, so look at that. 42 looks like a level right there that it formed in June 28th. Around June 28th area, level $42 price seems like a level that's interesting. So on the daily, it's just a straight rocket ship candle to 42. I'm expecting another rocket ship candle tomorrow or even later today during the the push hour straight to 42. Test it, see if it can break it. If it cannot, then we're probably getting rejected over here and coming back down to maybe form a little head and shoulders. I don't really know what the pattern would be called, but it would probably come back down to the bottom over here if it gets rejected. So 42 level is something that I'll be watching on DDD.NY.
Yeah, Brad, I don't know if you mentioned, but 3D System also just reported earnings and they beat Q2 results.
I did not know that. Thank you for that. So they had positive Q2 results, which was great catalyst. They had earnings, positive catalyst, beautiful setups right now. Here's a free setup for you guys, the pre-market break. So, you have an earnings catalyst, great earnings news, beats estimate, beats revenue. Another catalyst would be, just simply having good news, and then you could look for other news articles or reports that help you form a bias on your trade, and then you just look for levels. Clear level over here would be a $32 level, or actually, what is this, $33 level in pre-market, and all you have to do is play the break off the 33, and then look at that. You never actually turn around and look at your position and see where it is, because it never came back down to 33. Once you go long 33, it goes all the way to 39, and you could have just bag held this to maybe even end the day and see if it breaks 40 or higher or not. So this is a great catalyst, a great setup that you could have executed on here. Good stock, DDD. FULC going up again. Let's see this. FULC is actually halted right now. From what I see, this would be its second halt today. 34 million volume, halted at 17,825. So I'm gonna have this up for a little bit. FULC, you're on it. You're in the halt. Oh my gosh. So FULC is actually up 113, 114%. It will be interesting to see where the stock pops up off the open. Valeriia?
Should we take a look at upcoming earnings? Let me first get them for you.
Let's give Valeriia a couple minutes to pull up earnings that are going on. I know an earnings that I know I'm watching for sure. Coinbase right. Earnings today, 4 o'clock, with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies heating up again. I would love to see how Coinbase's earnings affects crypto market and Coinbase itself. For the meantime, I'm going to give a throw to Brandon.
Happy to be with you. Great show so far. We're so excited for both of you to have this great opportunity to talk to everyone. Wanted to mention real quick, guys, this FULC, just halted at day highs on huge volume. So that was near the high of the day when it comes to volume. If you missed it, here's the story. Fulcrum Therapeutics rising on a new sickle cell treatment phase 1 trial results that were better than expected. So big time mover today, guys. FULC.
Thank you, Brandon, for that. So there you have it, guys. FULC, second halt today. We're looking for where it pops back up after this halt. I actually love playing halts. You know, they do say, you know, keep emotions out of your trading, but I just failed to do that. But luckily, it doesn't hurt me too much. I'm able to harness my emotions for the most part. But when I see stuff like this and halts and, you know, opening up at a newer price, I just can't help it. You know, it gives me the jitters. It makes me happy to see stocks doing crazy moves. So I actually can't wait to see how higher can we go. How low can we go? No. How high can we go? Okay, let's go to Valeriia for earnings.
Earnings. So guys, write in comments, what do you find exciting for yourself from this board, like Coinbase, right? Kodak, anyone? Bendis? Fubo TV.
Ooh,
I know
Fubo TV.
Sean talks about Fubo. Do you guys excited about Fubo? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Let's
Control Z.
That never happened.
Let's
Right,
pretend.
so there you guys have it. Fubo, Unity's gaming software platform that I actually know very well because I'm a gamer. Then Coinbase, Fubo TV, once again, looking for all these earnings after market today, guys. Nav would be proud of me, Prad. Ooh, that's a big compliment. Thank you, Anthony. AMD with volume. Let's see AMD real quick. I do want to have FULC open for the open of halt. So AMD, I don't know what happened with my chart there.
PLBY.
Sorry?
PLBY group also.
PLBY, that's earnings tonight?
For tomorrow.
For tomorrow, thank you. So yeah, PLBY not doing too bad. Quickly going back to AMD here for somebody in chat. The volume spike, I don't really see it. So, you know, it just looks like it just made a quick little move on not too much of a volume. You know, it's lunchtime right now. Volume should be lowering down. I tend to, you know, slow down on my trading. Like I said, I'm a big volume dependent trader. And clearly, around lunchtime, the volume dies down, you know, or after 11:30, after 12, the volume just drastically goes down. People want to go get their lunches. They probably turn off their computers and just leave, right? Come back at 3 o'clock, regroup themselves, and get ready for the closing, the power hour, as people call it. So usually during this time, I try not to trade, and it saves me a lot of money during this time. FULC, going back to FULC, actually opened back off the halt. Now it is trading higher, going, testing 18. Actually, today's high, it says 19. Wow. So it tested 19, came back lower, is now, let's see what it does. I see prints just going off crazily. What I actually always do when I see a lot of prints like this, that I put on tick filter. So what a tick filter does on our platform is it filters out all the shares that are under a certain level. That way it stops the clutter for me. It allows me to read the time of sales better. So what I just did over here is I cut out all the volume that's coming in less than 100 shares because that's not relevant information to me. It's just noise, as people call it on the chart. So by taking that off, it gives me a clear indication of what's actually going on in the stock a little bit. You know, you see the green prints coming in. The blue prints on there are actually below the bid, and the yellow prints are above the offer. And obviously the white prints are in the middle. They're the neutral prints. So let's see what it does over here. Testing 18. Did you need some?
No.
MDIA big pop. MDIA. Let's pull up MDIA real quick. So we have MDIA. Look at that. Look at the volume spike on MDIA. That's higher than the rest of the day, that volume candle right there. So big volume spike. Tested VWAP around $9 couple times today and just bounced off. So that volume candle actually is significant. Big volume candle. 6 million volume traded today, high of 1076, which it made recently. Could make a push for a higher high here. MDIA.NQ. What are the blueprints and the yellow prints? So the blueprints and the yellow prints are something I program into the software myself. The blueprints are the prints that are under the bid. So basically, you know, when people hit the bid and they're aggressively want the shares in terms of shorting, they might want to hit the bid and go under the bid. So that shows up as blue for me. Or if you're aggressively, you want to go long and you just want the fill right away and you hit the offer or you hit above the offer, those prints show up as yellow for me. And that tells me that, you know, there's people punching market. There's people punching the bids. There are people punching the offers, and below offers or below bids. So it's just a way for me to see it on the time of sales of what people are kind of doing. FULC test 1 minute 18. FULC tested 18 indeed. Is Prad currently trading? Right now, I'm not trading. If I do see an opportunity, I for sure will step in. I do have certain set rules in my own trading playbook, which is basically, you know, hands off from 11:30 till maybe like 2 o'clock area. I found that, you know, according to my statistics, that's where I lose most of my money. So by being hands off and only taking the best A+ of the A+ setups during that off volume period, I find has saved me a lot of money. And in the long run, you know, trading is a game of how much money can you save and not how much money can you make. So, you know, it's just how can you protect your capital. Prad is scanning for you guys. Yes, I am indeed I'm gonna be your trade ideas scanner. Gonna help you guys with ideas, scalping news. Valeriia over here, beautiful Miss V, is gonna help me with the news articles if I get stuck.
Thank you.
FULC now coming back down 111% up. Could I please check FSR for sure? So FSR now making us run back to VWAP. Looks like it's gonna test $18 here. FSR came back to really the what's it called? The pre-market support area kind of, because you know there's a lot of shares to be traded in pre-market, or not shares because I don't really see volume going off. Sorry. I don't really see volume going off, but even then in pre-market it held VWAP clearly, and it just came back to that same area and just bounced, right back up top. So I would like to see what it does here, if it can make a run back to VWAP, test it. But for sure, first it's got to clear this level right here, which is the 18 to 1820 level. See what it does around this level right here, and then if it fails near this level, then we're for sure going back down. But if it passes and it breaks through, then we got the real retest of the VWAP. And if it can hold VWAP and go higher, we got good news for FSR tomorrow.
Hey Prad, could we take a look into Nvidia stock? Do you think it's a good time for a long position? I'm just trying to get one.
Nvidia stock long. So Nvidia is a crazy stock. As you know, as a gamer, I've seen Nvidia just go up and up and up in prices thanks to crypto, thanks to gaming, thanks to nearly everything. You know, people just buy out graphics cards, and me as a gamer, I can't even buy myself a new graphics card. So I'm struggling to get graphics cards, and on that news alone, I don't see why anyone would not go long on Nvidia. I mean, just look at the daily chart here. Why does this say? Okay, yeah, there we go. So $200, we're at the bottom over here. Let's zoom in so it doesn't look bad. We're down here. I would have to do more analysis for the long-term investment, because, you know, I'm pretty much a day trader. So going long on the long-term investment, I would have to do more research on that. But for today, in terms of Nvidia, clearly Nvidia having a bad day, down 1.5%. Failed VWAP off the open, came down drastically. That was a drastic move off the VWAP. So here's another example for you, Valeriia, where if you tried to, you know, pick bottoms or top based on how drastically the move was away from VWAP, it would have failed you here, and you would have probably, you know, gotten upset at me. Sorry, let me just show the screen for you guys. So the drastic move away from VWAP is you know, she would have probably tried to pick a bottom over here, and that would have been bad. So you gotta be, you know, careful of that retracement to VWAP play, but you gotta be careful. You know, you gotta just know when your outs are. So good for her that she knew what her out was. What are my thoughts on ZEV? Believe I said ZEV. We're just looking for the $13 level, if I believe right, which was the. Yeah, so 13.18 is the high. So we're just looking for what it does near 13 level and at the current level right now. So it just seems to be basing out near the level that it created in pre-market area, the $10 area, the $11 area. So we'll see what it does near VWAP to begin with. Besides that, it's up 55%. It's lunchtime. I don't know what the stock could do from here on. Maybe just go sideways. It did have one halt up over here. So what price was that halt at? So around $11 it halted once and then it came back down. So first it's got to go back to the $11 halt price, test that, see what it does around there. Then it's got to go to 13, but even before that it has to come to VWAP and actually break VWAP. So this stock probably has a couple challenges in it today. Besides that, I don't know what else to do on this for now. It just looks like sideways action. I would not touch it until it actually breaks out off of the $11 halt price or breaks down from the $9 pre-market range. What's Prad's Twitter? Prad's Twitter is Trader Prad. I don't post on it, but I will start very soon.
You better.
Are you using TradingView? I do use TradingView for my long-term charting, but for the most part, you know, I've actually weaned off of charts. I'm a more level 2 and time of sales trader. I use charts for a retrospective view, kind of to give me an idea backwards, because I can't watch time of sales and level 2 for yesterday's or a year back. So I use charts for that, obviously. But before, when I'm making live executions, my eyes are mostly on time of sales and level 2. Can I look at workhorse? I'm guessing, or is work Slack? Is works? No. Are you saying workhorse? Hood. That's my brother. Hey, brother. What are you doing here? Aren't you at work?
Really?
Yeah. Anyways, he wants to see Hood. So let's just give a quick overrun of Hood. So Hood, you can see the bounce of VWAP. So we were looking for this to see what it does near VWAP. Clear rejection off VWAP. Does not even want to go back near the pre-market levels that it created. Hood having a bad day today, down 4%. Actually, a couple of things about Robinhood. The big move we saw up a couple of days ago was because of a gamma squeeze that was posted on Zero Hedge's Twitter. You know, the drastic move we had. People were buying calls like crazy. Kathy Wood jumped onto the trade. I believe she went long. So off of that news, then we had the Wall Street bets. People climb onto it and just ramp up the stock up. And now Hood's coming back down a bit, retracing those levels that it created off the gamma squeeze. So now these are actual levels that I want to see what Hood does. 55 was the level that I played long off of on the day where it went to $85, I believe. So yeah, right here, as you can see, it went to 85, 86. $55 range, the breakout was the level that I took. Happens to be a significant level, and now it's just playing around that level. I want to see what it keeps doing it in between the $50 to $50 range. See if it breaks out of 55 tomorrow. But for now, I don't see a trade for me in there. Maybe the retracement to VWAP could have been a play. But for now, lunchtime, I'm just gonna have to be hands off and see if it does another breakdown past the low or the breakout off VWAP, let's say 56. Until then, I probably wouldn't. There's a no-go zone for me.
Talking about lunch, it smells nice.
Sorry?
Talking about lunch, it smells nice.
Talking about lunch, it smells nice. Valeriia. You're making me hungry now, Val. Brad, would you long Sava? Brad will give you the answer right now.
Where Brad is.
Trader Brad's in the house. So would I long Sava right now? Sava's, look, it's not even doing anything, right? We're only at 1 million volume. For a day trader, you could do something with that. But once again, you're scared of getting in and out. Here's an example. My time of sales is only being filtered to 100 shares, and it's not even being populated down here. So that's like, if I can't even take 100 shares of a stock and know that I can get out and in safely, I'd be scared, right? I'd be scared of that as a day trader. The spread is 20 cents. Not too bad, but not good either. Would I long it? I would be hands off of it. Another couple reasons is it's not even doing much. It's in yesterday's range from the looks of it. It's only up 0.12%, right? So there's no new levels for me to play off. The levels have already been played off the open or yesterday for the most part. So for me right now, Sava is just going to have to be on the burner, just on the watch. Maybe there's a catalyst to it, a news catalyst, something that helps Sava move would be a reason to go long or short. You traders eat? Yeah, we do.
Well,
great commentary and show. Love it. Thank you, Regina. mRNA thoughts. Oh boy, mRNA. Do I have thoughts for this stock? I wish I bought this stock when it was $100. This stock used to be cheap. Now look at it. Now you're paying 4x the stock before Corona happened. That's within a year. Literally 4x, 5x the stock price. I mean, what can you say? 200 billion, I think, is the market cap I read, and it's doing more than Merck. I think Brendan hit that topic yesterday, up 20% after the Australian and Swiss approvals for its COVID-19 vaccines. Today they have some shake hand with Canada over building a factory, I believe. Don't quote me exactly, but they do have some news with Canada going on. So what's stopping the stock from just going higher? I actually wanted to play the breakout of 500 long. I took that entry. I failed. I take my loss. I move on for the day. Come back tomorrow, regroup, have my mental thought. You know, thinking back on it, yesterday I played off the 500, it rejected, failed, came back down. So today I was like, maybe it has that little push it needed. Same level yesterday, it failed off today. So I'm gonna watch these levels tomorrow. Right now, mRNA currently at VWAP traded 17.8 million shares. Bottom seems to be 455 and the high is 500. mRNA is going to fall big time. I mean, yeah, one thing I do, always steal from Neil is, we're not a fortune teller. We don't have a magic 8 ball. We just play the levels that are given to us. I love stealing that quote from him, and it's true. We can't predict what the stock is going to do. We just have to respond to stimuli, just see what information is being given to us and react off that information. Make calls off that information. Valeriia.
Yeah, someone asked me about Tesla. Could we take a look into this? But while you do this, I want to find some news about Elon Musk. I want to share it with you guys. So for now, can we just review the chart?
For sure. So Tesla, let's see what Tesla's doing. Tesla is now at 700. Above VWAP, Tesla is trading currently at 709. The high seems to be 715. Was that made in pre-market? Let's check that out. So it does seem to be a pre-market high. The open highs should be somewhere here. So right off the open, just came off, went all the way to 702, 701, 702 area. Formed the bottom, I would say, let's just give it a nice and even 700 level. Formed the bottom at 700, bounced off of that, tested VWAP, and broke past VWAP. So this is actually a good indication for Tesla, I would say. It wants to hold above VWAP for today, only down 0.5%, almost near 0.5%. And it just wants to go back and test the pre-market area, which is, good news for Tesla. FULC got our $15 break. All right, let's see. FULC past 18. Did I say 15? I meant 18. I'm sorry. So FULC actually passed the $18 level that I wanted to watch. That would be the break that I wanted right there, which I was telling you guys. And look at the tape, guys. This is what tape reading is for a little bit. I'm not too skilled at it. I for sure not. But look at the prints coming in. All the blues that are telling me people are hitting under the bids. All the yellows people tells me people want to take this price higher. There's a big battle going on. Look at that, 2,800 shares on the green. So someone just hit the bid there. So just look for big sizes coming in. Look for the greens, look for the blues, look for the yellows. However you want to program your colors, have a system where you can just see information coming to you and you can disseminate that information as quick as possible and make a call off that. So if I was watching this, $18 long, no brainer. And clearly the next long would be 19 that I want to take. But actually look at this volume coming in even after lunch, right? Look at that volume spike. So right here at the bottom of the chart, we're looking at volume, and then a big volume spike, and then normal volume tapering off, and a big volume spike. And every time a big volume spike happens, the stock just goes up $1, 50 cents, $1, right? So look, we just had a volume spike recently, and it just broke past 18, and now it's testing 1850. Let's see what it does on the 19. I believe it's gonna break 19. Does the stock believe it can break 19? $22 is the resistance that we are looking for on the daily. So, you know, I believe it has what it takes to just break past 20. Now it just depends on the traders and the people who believe in the stock.
Hey, Prad, let's throw to Neil. I think Neil has something for us.
Perfect. Neil.
First of all, I'm absolutely loving the show. You guys are doing an amazing job. And I'm kind of glad you mentioned about FULC. I'm actually short this one off of that high, and I went back to the daily chart to look at a key level around this 1850. So when it failed, broke the top there, and it tried to get up, I actually shorted it one last time. We had two good ones off of 1650, but this is now the 1850 area. But I'm also kind of sitting here trading one name and watching what is a fantastic show. Thank you guys in the chat for supporting Trader Prad and Miss V. They're absolutely killing it. We actually, I'm gonna call us out here. We actually intend to test this for half an hour, but you guys are blowing it out of the water. That's why we're going for an hour. I'm telling you, this is gonna take off like gangbusters. So thank you guys so much for doing this. This FULC, hopefully it comes down for me here, but what an exciting show, Prad. Keep it up, buddy.
Thank you for the compliments. I'm actually blushing right now.
Aww.
We're gonna quickly move to the screen so you don't see me blushing too much. KPLT was earnings from the chat. KPLT up currently, actually not up, I'm sorry, down 54%. Only traded 12 million shares. Opened at, my info is wrong here for the most part. So it's as high as 10. That's because the pre-market high was 10. Opened at 586, made a low of 444. Just seems to be making newer lows and lows. Tried to test the $5 level, could not break it. I don't see the stock going back to VWAP. I would love to see what the earnings report is and what the stock does. It looks like whatever it is, it's not good news for this stock, and it just seems to be making lower lows here as the day just keeps progressing. 444 is the recent low. We are trading at 447. KXIN I see in chat, and that was, I believe, on our watch list. So let me pull that up for you guys. 19 million shares traded on KXIN today, up 9%, 10% almost. Testing VWAP right here. For the most part, as you can see, obviously the stock has been, you know, getting rejected by VWAP. Came back over here at the bottom near $3, formed a clear support at $3. Went back up, came back down and pressed $3 again, and there were obvious buyers holding that price. They don't want it to go below $3. So congratulations for KXIN holders and traders. If you are below 3, you are probably happy. Now the next level we are looking for on this stock is the 320, the VWAP level. If it breaks VWAP, you know, it's just to the moon. We can see a high at 365, go test 340, go test 350, 340, and then to the moon from there for this. So let's see what it does near VWAP. My guess, once again, I'm not a you know, fortune teller, is it's probably going to get rejected by VWAP just from the previous performance on the stock on today. But it's just a good thing to watch what it does around this level right here. FULC 19, no way. All right, guys, here we go. FULC actually passed 19. Now the high is 1947. If you took the 18 break and you didn't take the 19 break, question yourself. If you take the 19 break and you got 47 cents per share, congratulations. These are the type of trades we are looking for. Clean breakouts. Of course, now it kind of made a retracement back, testing the $19 to see if it can form a support at 19. Will buyers step in? Will the sellers step in? Battle is going to take place here at the $19 level, and if we can hold 19, we are going straight to 20, 21, 22, and that is the real test for me. What it does near 22.
This will be able to move.
Where's the stop for FULC? So it's got to be relative, right? You can't have the same stop as.
Hey guys, check the mic.
Yeah, I turned them off. That's my fault. Sorry, guys. I just have to click a button on here that I forgot to click to turn his mic off. So FULC, you know, the $22 level is the level that I want to see the real test. If you're looking at this daily, look at the green candle on this. It's a straight rocket ship. It does not want to come back any moment, right? So with this much momentum and this much strength behind the stock, I don't see why it won't just go to 20, 21, 22, test that 22. If not today, maybe tomorrow. I don't see why not. And relative strength, guys. Look at the relative volume, right? For this is about 3 months back, 4 months back, right? You can't even see the volume candles on those, but look at the volume candle here. We're at 43 million. These are probably 200,000, 100,000, maybe 1 million shares a day. We're talking about 44 times the volume that it did every single day of the year before this. That's relative volume. Relative volume strength, and then you look for stocks like this that have good catalysts and have relative volume, and it's an obvious long at any point, right? But in terms of the stop, man, stop's got to be relative in terms of your share size. For me, if I played the break of 18, my stop would pretty much be 18. If it goes below 18, I want to be out. I don't want to hold it under 18 and hope that it goes back up or below or whatever. Like if my strategy was to play the break, I want to play the break, and if it goes back below my entry price, I want to get out. If I'm playing like a range break or anything, then I would give it 10 to 15 cents based on the spread of the stock, based on how much the stock moves. I would consider the ATR, which is how much the stock moves in a day, average true range. You know, all these key factors will be considered when I'm taking a stop, but also the biggest key thing that I do take is the share size and my entry. So if my share size that I took my entry does not allow me to take the stop I want, either I cut the share sizes or I move the stop, right? So it's you got to figure out how much you're willing to lose on that trade right there. So $19 here looks like it's just gonna, you know, turn that into a resistance. It does not even want to go back to 1947. I don't think I've seen a proper green print for a while here. I've just been seeing blues and reds. So we'll see if it wants to go back here past 19,220, maybe later on in the day. But for now, I don't see the buyers coming in, stepping in and saying, hey, we're here, let's run it up. And as I say that, we just dropped 10, 20 cents, I believe. There we go, 1860. And all I see is like red prints pretty much. You can consider those blue prints as red prints. All I see is red prints right now. Can I take a look at space? Virgin Galactic. Virgin Galactic, where are we? What's Virgin Galactic do today? Down 10%, 12 million volume, opened at 34.75 and a high of 35.25. That's probably, once again, the pre-market area. The chart just speaks volumes, really. You know, the picture speaks a million words. This is the pre-market range right here, right? Stock opens, breaks the pre-market range, goes lower. I don't know if it even tries to test it back. I don't see an indication of it testing the pre-market range off the open. It does test VWAP, but what happens? It fails. It fails, goes lower, comes back up a little bit, does not even get to VWAP, fails, goes lower, makes new low, makes new lows, make new lows, and once again, we're at a complete new low over here at 31.72. A little bounce off that 31.72. Now, you can see on the dailies, we do have support at the $30. So that could be a level to bounce for it, you know, from here on. So we'll see how it behaves on the $30 level today, tomorrow, and for the rest of the week. If it fails to hold 30, then we probably have more downside for a space. But by the looks of it, if the buyers step in and we hold 30, we're good. We're good at 30.
Hey Prad, have you seen ORPH?
ORPH.
It's spike. It's like more than 16% up.
I have not. Okay, let's pull up ORPH. I can't seem to type ORPH on NASDAQ. So ORPH, my chart does not want to load. Oh,
Here we
wow.
go.
Look at that chart, guys. That's a straight candle. Okay, so we got 1 million volume. Right off the bat, not something that I would probably have on my radar, so something I would for sure miss. Only 1 million volume. but it is up 16%. Not too bad of a move. I don't know what the catalyst would be for it to cause this much volume at this time of the day.
No news.
No news at all. Okay, so there is no news, and it just wants to move all of its volume in just 1 minute. So we'll see what it does over here, if it breaks past the $5 level or not. On the daily, I don't see much. So on the dailies, as you can see, we're actually at like all-time lows area, right? So maybe this is just a simple bounce from all-time lows. It could be someone finding value in this stock from all-time lows, someone coming in and buying and, you know, showing support. If there is no real news behind it, I don't really know what's going on, so I probably would be hands off. But there is obviously something going on here. The volume is just stepping in out of nowhere. Could be a short covering too, yeah. Shares are hard to borrow, okay. Is it a hardly shorted stock? Let me pull my links up. So we are talking about ORPH. ORPH is only 2% short float. So not too much, right? We're not talking the Clovers and the GMEs and the whatnot, right? The Clover is 36, GME is like 16, AMCs. So this is not like the short basket, but it could be just hard to borrow because there might not be too many shares floating around. That could be a reason why. All right, guys. Valeriia?
Well, I actually wanted to ask you, you were talking about Virgin Galactic, and you guys know they're now doing this like hotel in space. So would you, Prad, go to the hotel like this?
Would I go to space and live in a space hotel?
Yeah.
I think so. I honestly believe if I had the opportunity to go visit space and be in a hotel, you know, I would gladly sign up for it, given that it's safe and it's not dangerous and I don't lose my life over it. You know, I love being alive. I would gladly do it.
I would be super scared, to be honest.
All right, guys, thank you for coming by today. I had a great time being here for you guys, answering questions. I can't wait to do this again tomorrow and moving forward for the rest of my life. I love you guys. You know, thank you for coming here, showing me love for my first day. Thank you for showing Valeriia the support, me the support, and everybody here. Also, Trader TV family. It is my time now, and I have to wrap up, sadly. So please be sure to follow, subscribe, like, comment. All the good stuff helps us with the YouTube algorithm. I will be here tomorrow again with the beautiful Miss V to my other side at 11 o'clock. See you guys then.
Bye. We'll see you. Oh, I love you. I'm not sure he even